Open Your Eyes is brought to you by the Belize Bank, our country, your bank, and Smart, bringing people together.
Good morning and welcome to Open Your Eyes.
Start your morning right.
I'm April Martinez.
And I'm Paul Lopez.
Good morning, Belize. Thank you so much for joining us on this Thursday. Paul, you are here.
I am here
You are
and
awake.
I am excited. Of course, I am awake. Listen, right? I'm becoming more and more of a morning person as the weeks go by of recent, actually. So I've pretty much adjusted my schedule to include a morning routine.
Okay.
That now includes or involves me waking up at 4:30 in the morning.
Wow.
Right? Every single morning, especially if I don't have morning shows. So
Well, I was more alluding to the fact that you have
Yes.
been doing Give Me Five at
yes,
night.
right. So and it's a good thing to mention because I
Yeah.
know that there's a lot of people out there that works extremely late,
Yes.
and then still have to get up early.
Early in the
So for me, one of the things I make sure I do is that when I leave from Give Me Five, I head straight home. If I probably will snack on some things light and then shower if I had a really hard time on Give Me Five, and then head to bed. So
Yeah.
the minimum amount of hours I try to get in for my sleep is 6.
Yes.
If I could do 6 hours, I'll be,
You'll be
fine.
fine.
And last night I was able to do 6 hours, and I felt energized waking up this morning. And this week is not as hard as I thought it would have been, and I think that I give credit to the fact that I've been able, with the help of some excellent people in my life, to change my routines. And it's also about my body being
Yeah.
able to withstand all of it because it's getting stronger.
But you also have to remember to, healthy, eat
Yeah.
properly, sleep
And that's a
well.
part of it.
And I think that's why I was
Yeah.
concerned. And I
Yeah.
said, like, one of the reasons why I'm here this week and I allowed Sabrina
Yeah.
a break is because I am concerned about that staying up late, having to wake up early. I know she has to take that drive from Burrell Boom to here.
Yeah.
And for me that had done it for an entire year every single day, that's not easy, even though I am a morning person. But
Well, I hope you're.
I'm happy that you're
yes,
here.
Yes, I hope your concerns are eased of it. with the
I
explanation.
am happy that you're here. It is Thursday after all. You're a Friday junior, if
Yes,
you will.
indeed.
And we're so happy that we have our wonderful viewers here to start their morning right with us here on Open Your Eyes. Now we're going to jump right into our What's Buzzing segment for the morning. All right, now since we have been talking Give Me Five and all things Christmas for the past week, I saw your wonderful news item last night. This is the part of the 5-point breakdown, which is budgeting for Christmas. Now, I know that we've had several economics come on the show, talk about how you budget for Christmas, make sure you watch your spending, don't take any loans and so forth. But I found it rather interesting. I think it was the part when you said when you were growing up and the person that you interviewed, that was not necessarily the case.
No.
You guys weren't budgeting for Christmas, and now here you are
Talking
interviewing
about
to your mom.
Yeah.
She's telling you now you have to budget for Christmas.
Yeah.
Please share with us what that was like.
You know, it's one thing to sit on a couch or to sit in a space and do an interview with an economist on budgeting, and I think you'll get a lot of technical, research-based information with data, and that is palatable for a lot of people out there. A lot of people want to know, all right, if I do it, give me the minute details, from the minute to the major details, so I could do it properly. And then it's another thing to have a conversation from a different perspective about budgeting, still fact-based, but it's more for the layman on the ground, right? And so for last night's 5-point breakdown, we thought, well, we're entering the Christmas season. In fact, Christmas is upon us. We have like 20 days. 20 days now. 20 days. Today's the 5th. Yesterday I was counting 21. It's 20 days. And we're thinking about the expenses, right? We're thinking about, all right, I got ham, I got turkey, I got mali, Christmas tree, Christmas light, curtains, paint, sofa, covers, and then I have to perhaps cut the yard one last time for the Christmas, and then I have to think about the kids' gifts. If it's small kids, somebody probably got a bicycle on their wish list, somebody probably got a tablet, somebody probably got a phone. And when you start thinking about all of that, you're saying, this is just a lot, and my finances is just not enough.
It wasn't this interview, but I recall, I believe we had Rumila Arana on the show a couple weeks ago, and you and Sabrina interviewed him. It was Isani, and Sabrina interviewed him, and he was saying that normally persons that spend during the Christmas holidays spend 3 times over their actual paycheck.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And that's why you have people that pull out these substantial amount of Christmas loans. And I know that one of the things that I really appreciated about your news item last night was that you didn't just talk to, like, for example, your mom, who is a part of like this research organization.
Yes, correct.
But to like the lay people out there, that, you know, the people that were doing their shopping already.
Exactly.
And it was very curious to me that a lot of them were more focusing on food items.
Yes.
So and I kind of allude that to what we've been giving away on Gimme Five. Like I know like 20 pounds of rice is also one of the chickens and so forth. And it kind of makes sense now that we're kind of connecting it to what the people out there are actually looking for too.
When I had these conversations with the people on the ground, I learned a couple of things just from the sample size, right? Just like 5 or 6 interviews. We couldn't air all of them for the sake of time, but one of the things I found is that it's divided in the middle in terms of people that budget for Christmas and people that just takes it as it comes, as you would, you know. We have this saying that Christmas brings its own money. You have people that think like that, and you have people that budget, and they are very conscious as to the types of spending they're making and staying within that bracket, and to each his own. And the story was not to tell people how to spend or what to spend on. It was more so to kind of spark a level of consciousness so that we could change that idea that everybody have to broke January. If January come, are you not broke? Well, something wrong with you because all of we broke for January.
One of the things that I appreciated that your mom said, which is not something that I really thought about. Like, I think about budgeting for Christmas for sure. But she said, Christmas only comes once a year. Your bills remain for the rest of the year. And I sat there and I said, oh my goodness, she's absolutely right. But I, as a person that is, you know, thinking about Christmas and getting all of these items and these groceries, I don't know if we're thinking about that. And I'm not sure if this was something that came up in any of the interviews that perhaps you didn't air, but majority of the businesses and public offices, they pay their persons prior to the Christmas their entire paycheck.
No, this is a good point.
And that listen, people that don't necessarily know how they have money, and then they have all their money.
Oh my gosh.
That's it, right? Like you're looking at it and like, I could save this. No, you can't.
It's disastrous to think of when you basically get like your middle of the month pay and end of the month pay, which is like an end of the year pay. And then on top of that, you might get a bit of bonus as well. So if your average is $1,000 every 2 weeks, with all of that, you might end up with $3,000 in your hands. And you think about it, whoa, this is a lot of money. But then you don't consider the fact that within that, there are recurrent expenses
continue
that
for the
you
same
have
bill
to
next month.
consider.
You have to do-
You'll have to consider those December bills, and you'll have to consider some January bills that end of the month pay would cover, but we don't often think about it. So again, this story is about getting us to a place where we're a bit more mindful or conscious about our budget. And for me, I did not interview Michelle because she's my mom. I interviewed her because I know that they offer these types of advices to her organization. But I thought it would be nice to point out to her without telling her that I would, that, hey, you're talking about all these budget advice, but I remember
the irony.
When I'm in small, we budget,
and because you're going to be a father very soon, Paul, it's one of those things where I mean, I sit and I talk to my parents about this all the time. I am a single young woman without kids, and sometimes I find it hard to budget, and so forth. They had me and my sister at quite a young age. We grew up with Christmas being Christmas. They did everything that they could to ensure that at least, listen, we ham with turkey, with Christmas tree. At least there was one present for us under the tree. And so it was one of those moments where I look at parents and I listen to them, and everything for them is, I need to ensure that my kids have something for Christmas.
Indeed, and so a lot of times it's about the kids, and even they can be expensive at times because kids' demands are high, but it's good to know that there are budget-friendly gadgets, there are budget-friendly tech out there. The world has advanced and moved away from those expensive stuff.
And as we kind of wrap up this conversation, I've been looking at TikTok, and ever since we were talking about budgeting for Christmas, I've been just scrolling through social media, and there's so many pages that offer, like, here's some meals that you can make with just $20. Here's some meals, and then it reminds me of what we do with Grace. These are some like very budget-friendly meal recipes that you can have that you can, feed an entire family with.
I pointed out in the story, just as my final thought, that while the price of turkey may be high, whole chicken, gone down one leave it. So I know you why you eat turkey, but nothing wrong if the budget not stretched far enough for the turkey, and you could bake a whole chicken.
You could use the turkey seasoning for your chicken.
Right? Nobody know.
But and speaking of Christmas and talking about what kids want, there was also another news item last night talking about cohetes. You know what that cohete is?
Yeah,
fireworks.
No, pop shot.
Firecracker. Oh, you don't have a pop shot.
Yeah, I still pop shot. Still a pop shot.
Firecrackers during the Christmas season. Now, I might sound like I am from outer space by saying this, but we weren't allowed to do cohetes or pop shot. We would watch all of the other kids in the neighborhood do all of that, and our parents were like, absolutely not.
Because of the danger?
Because my mother had an incident when she was a kid, and then she said, I know the dangers of this, I'm not letting my kids do that. So I never grew up with doing that. But all of the kids around me definitely did.
So this story or this conversation comes up, April, as we know, because yesterday information surfaced that a child was and his friends were playing with some dynamites, firecrackers you call it. I feel like firecrackers is just a little bit too light for what these things are, right?
Cohetes.
So they were playing with these cohetes or pop shots, and reports are that they basically experimented as children would with one, and they placed a can over it, a tin can over it, and I'm not certain of the size of the dynamite that they used, but clearly it was explosive enough to break the tin can apart, and it caused a gash on one of the child's calves, basically, or his leg. It's a portion of him, right? So there it is right there. So that's right above his kneecap, right? And well, it sparked a conversation, and it's a conversation, interestingly, that we have every year. It's a conversation that we have every year about the dangers of firecrackers, about how to use it safely. In fact, about its legality or its illegality within the country. But first and foremost, this story focuses on use among children and the dangers that it poses to children. And this is one of the extreme cases. I'll tell you that all around the country, children are just playing with these firecrackers, with these pop shots without being monitored. And I think it's because traditionally there's a sense of safety around the use of them.
If they're being supervised, yes.
Well, even unsupervised, these experiences happen. Perhaps they're not published, and perhaps there's not even all that occurring. Like they don't happen a lot, but they do happen. But you go around any community and you'll see kids playing with pop shot. In my neighborhood, I see children just unsupervised, popping, and then you have to understand also that these things work with fire. So you have to either have a lighter, you have to have a match on you as well. So there's a lot of hazards here that should be concerning, but at the same time, I think we pass it by, or we turn the blind eye because we're in a festive season.
Not just that, but I think we turn up, like you said, all of the things, you have to light it on fire. They come with gunpowder, they're explosives, and we think of them as toys, which is very strange when you think about all of the things that would consider child-friendly and safe, right? I'm not sure how much it costs to even buy these things. And so they're cheap, and they're cheap toys. They're things that kids like to play because of the noise they make. Some of them whistle, I think, and some of them even create some level of sparks, right? Which is pretty, but I don't know. I'm very, very much on the fence of it's safe, one mistake, that child definitely endured the cause of that one mistake. I believe the mother said it's a good thing that it didn't hit his face or any like vital part of his body. But they could set a house on fire. They could, damage vehicles. So I'm not sure where some of our viewers stand on this conversation. Definitely. I'm definitely not somebody that grew up with it, so I wouldn't miss it.
I grew up with it. And
I don't know.
I think it's important for children to be supervised when using it, especially small children. But I also think it's important for parents to understand the laws surrounding these things, the legality and the illegal use of these things as well, because as kids we can be very mischievous. I remember as children we used to actually like run behind each other and have pop shot war. Yeah, I know.
Paul.
I know it's shameful to say as an adult, but literally
you were
kids,
a kid, you didn't know better.
Yeah, kids would you dodge your friend because then light on pop shot and soon behind. These things happen, and fortunately we haven't had reports of incidents that are extreme injury has been caused as a result. But this is one of those close to extreme
cases. And it's one of those things to think about, right, for future reference. But just speaking of children and all the good things that come with what children love, right? One of these kids in Belize City had probably one of the best birthdays ever. And I thought it was such a cute story. Baby Emery, I believe he turned 3 yesterday, and he got probably one of the coolest birthday cakes.
Yeah, probably
as a
his size.
Gift present, right? It looked really big. So he loves the Belize City new electric buses. I think he won a contest or something of that sort where he got to ride the bus, and he always asks his mom to go on this bus. That's his favorite bus.
There he is.
There he is waving the bus down to get on it. And so what better way to greet Emery with a birthday present than to give him a birthday cake that was inspired by the Belize City bus.
This is a good gesture on the part of those who are behind the e-buses and behind managing that whole operation. Emery has been a face of this movement since its initiation, and it speaks to new things, a new beginning. Emery being a child, it speaks to the future, Emery being a child again, and so to have him continue being a part of the journey, I think it speaks well for us as a nation, because we're not only seeing our electric and sustainable vehicle fleets in the country advance, but at the same time, we're taking a generation along with us on that journey. So I have to say kudos to those behind
And
it.
I believe the cake was made by business owner SR Sweets, I believe it's called. And
nice.
it was a beautiful cake. So happy birthday, Emery. We
Yeah,
hope you
happy
had
birthday.
a wonderful birthday with your Belize.
Yeah, I share some cake, man.
I think
That
it's
cake-
big enough to share.
I think
It
you
looks
could-
like his size.
I think you could share with all of us at Channel 5 and a lot of people. And that's a big cake, man.
It's a huge cake. But that does it for our What's Buzzing topics for this morning. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. If you have any other topics that you'd like to share with us, we would love to discuss them. And Paul, you've not been on the couch for this week.
Yeah.
So we've been kind of doing something a
I've
little
been
bit
watching.
different. Oh, you watch.
I watch all
just
the
like
time.
I watch Give Me Five, you watch Morning
Yeah,
Show.
I watch
Perfect.
yeah.
Well, you would know then that we have been doing some jingle tales for this holiday season. So here is another jingle tales.
Welcome back to Jingle Tales, everybody. Today we have San Francisco, king of the disco. Superstar DJ San Francisco and his friends want to throw the disco of the year, but they won't if their crybaby neighbor has his way. Luckily, it's the people, or in this case, cats, who make a party, and these guys are the best. San Francisco, King of the Disco, by Sarah Tagom and Binny Talib. Midnight struck. The whole town slept. Out of the window, something crept. Covered in glitter from head to toe, singing softly, meow, me-oh, it was San Francisco, after the disco, with Queen Bee Jean, looking fierce in green, Blaze McFades, sharp in shades, Frederick Fishpie, rocking his bow tie, Cosmic Wildcard in a pink leotard, and Billy Bob Bananas, still in his pajamas. The beats were loud, the lights were bright, the cats drank milk and danced all night. They twirled and jumped, they bobbed, they sang, breakdance, can, hip-hop, headbang. But Buzzkill Bill at number 2 was woken by the hullabaloo. He told his dogs, go earn this bone. Snoop and Scar, chase them home. So Sam played some soul so deep and sweet. The dogs couldn't help but move their feet. But Buzzkill Bill didn't dig the beat. It's 2 o'clock. I'm trying to sleep. He phoned up Ron from Pest Be Gone. Cats, no problem. Bring it on. So Sam spun a tune, a tight, funky groove. Ron just had to bust a move. But Bill went red and shook his fist. I know who will put an end to this. Operator, fire brigade, get me the police. There are disco cats disturbing the peace. So Sam dropped some old school classic rave. Cosmo called the dance off. Everybody wave. But Buzzkill Bill put an end to the fun. He pulled out the plug and the disco war was done. No punk, no soul, no funk, no pop. They all turned to go. Then Sam cried, stop! He beat on a bin, crash, bang, boom, and boom shakalak. Wow, what a tune. These bins are even louder than the DJ set. Everyone was breaking out their best moves yet. The kids woke up all over town. Fiesta, discotheque. It's time to get down. The party was incredible, a megaton of fun. They danced till dawn when they woke the sun. Morning came, none had slept, but back to their catnaps, 6 cats crept. Frederick Fishpie, swishing smoothly by, Cosmo Wildcard, raving hard. Billy Bob Bananas, where are your pajamas? Blaze McFades, the ace of spades. Queen Bee, Jean, still fierce and green, and San Francisco, king of the disco. So you ever wondered why your cat always is sleeping throughout the day? It's because that's what they're doing. They're out at the disco. So this one is good. It relates to many Belizean families that have tons and tons of family that you didn't even know as family come over for the holidays. They can eat, talk about older stories. Cousins can see each other after they haven't seen them for a while. It's something every household goes through. And so San Francisco kind of encompasses when we all get back together and have a lot of fun during these holiday season. So on to tomorrow's book. We have Finny, the Fairy Fish. See you then.
All right, we hope you enjoyed that Jingle Tales brought to you by Collins Publishing and the Book Center. We're going to jump straight into that weather update brought to you by the folks from the National Meteorological Service.
Good morning. A fresh northeasterly airflow prevails. The 24-hour forecast. Skies will be sunny with a few cloudy spells today, with little or no rain expected. And then for tonight, skies will be cloudy at times, with isolated showers and a few more developing over the south. High temperatures for today will reach around 83 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 85 degrees Fahrenheit inland, and 74 degrees Fahrenheit in the mountains. Then for tonight, low temperatures will reach around 74 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 67 degrees Fahrenheit inland, and 60 degrees Fahrenheit in the hills. Winds over the open sea will be from the northeast at 10 to 20 knots, and sea conditions will be moderate to rough. But please note that a small craft caution remains in effect, and please note that operators of small crafts are advised to exercise caution for occasionally gusty winds and locally rough seas in northeasterly to easterly swells. Low tides occur at 7:17 this morning and then at 6:12 tonight. High tides at 1:38 this afternoon and then at 12:26 tomorrow morning. The moon will rise at 10:04 this morning and set at 9:29 tonight. And then sunrise is at 6:09 this morning and sunset at 5:17 this evening. The extended forecast. Skies will be cloudy at times with isolated showers developing on Friday, and then a few showers or isolated thunderstorms will occur mostly over coastal and southern areas on Friday night. And this has been this morning's weather report from the National Meteorological Service.
All right, there you have it. It's going to continue to be cold, which I hope that it stays for the rest of the holiday season.
I heard highs at 85, highs at 83, highs in the 70s. I'm used to hearing highs in the 90s. Well, in fact, this year we've been up to like 101, so it's definitely a welcome
I
relief.
really, really like this weather. But moving on into our show lineup for this morning, in our first conversation, we'll meet the new ambassador designate of the European Union to Belize, who brings a wealth of experience and a strategic vision to enhance cooperation between the EU and Belize.
And then in our second conversation, Vega's distributors will be sharing their top-class selections of products you can stock up on for the season, so you don't want to miss that conversation and those displays.
And you definitely don't want to miss our third and final segment, because pop-up prepping for Paul. We are going to be testing Paul's skills of answering the call, or rather the baby's cry, and how we can tell, or if he can tell, when to come to the rescue.
I don't know how that's going to work out.
We're going to figure it out in the third conversation. But before we get into all of that and more, we got to take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll be meeting the new ambassador designate of the EU to Belize. Don't go away.
Nayeli Yakab, I'm the coordinator of the Benga House of Culture niche. Before the Belize Bank online service, I had to travel to San Ignacio because we don't have a Belize Bank branch in our community. Now with the service, I can conduct my transactions at the office, at the comfort of my home, just anywhere in the world. It has made my life much easier. I would recommend the Belize Bank digital services to everyone and anyone. It gives you back your time, it's highly reliable, it's available 24/7, and it just makes your life easier.
I'm connected. Yo.
I'm connected.
We're connected.
Create the perfect broadband bundle that fits your style with Smart Connect. With the Junior Bundle, get 50% off your national calls and up to 6 gigabytes of data at no extra cost. Get postpaid added on for an additional cost of only $25 with the Prime Bundle. Stay connected with unlimited smart-to-smart calls, plus 6,300 megabytes of data and free international minutes. For the family, get the Binge Watchers bundle with Netflix add-on for only $28.13 more. This bundle gives you 4 profiles with unlimited streaming on multiple devices. Visit a showroom near you to sign up and personalize your own bundle combination with Smart Connect. Smart, bringing people together.
This Christmas, get into the joy with Uno Fuels. Imagine winning a shiny motorcycle, a brand new 50-inch TV, or grocery coupons to make your holiday shopping easier. The surprises keep coming. All you have to do is visit Uno, and for every $25 on fuel, you get a coupon. Fill out and participate. Get a coupon for each quart of Uno lubricants or 2 for a gallon. Visit your nearest Uno gas station today. Fill your tank and drive into Christmas cheer with Uno. Uno, a brand committed with the future.
In Belize, diversity is our strength. From the vibrant streets of Corozal to the serene beauty of Punta Gorda, and from the charming town of Benque to the breathtaking views of Half Moon Cay. We are a tapestry of cultures, traditions, and perspectives. But amidst our differences, there's one thing that unites us all, that defines the essence of Belizean identity. Our love for this land and sea we call home. Our Belize Barrier Reef is more than just a natural wonder. It's the lifeblood of our nation, the foundation of our culture, and the backbone of our economy. Every lobster caught, every conch harvested, every tourist enchanted, every investor satisfied, every proud homeowner, and every taxpayer. They all depend on the health and vitality of our marine environment.
I may be out on the water every day, but I know that my livelihood is tied to the health of the reef. We all depend on it.
As a tour guide, I get to share the beauty of a reef with visitors from around the world. But I want
future generations of Belizeans to experience it too.
Fresh seafood is the heart of Belizean cuisine. I want to continue creating delicious dishes that celebrate our local flavors, sustainably sourced from our waters.
In Belize, we may come from different backgrounds, but we all share the same dream: a thriving marine environment capable of sustaining us all. Together, let's work toward that future. A future where we all thrive.
This Friday, the 13th, Mikado is offering a real throat slashing on prices. Come and get a great deal this Friday the 13th. Don't miss our massive Black Friday this weekend, Friday the 13th. All our prices will be peeled to their bones. Come downtown to Mikado at number 37 Albert Street and get awesome deals on all our items this Friday the 13th.
Jason, please let me go. Let me go, please, Jason. I am going. Spare me. I must head to Mikado now for the Friday the 13th sale.
I have slashed the prices at Mikado. Now go take advantage of the low prices this weekend, Friday the 13th. Go now.
Mikado, your textile powerhouse. Centrally located at 37 Albert Street, Belize City.
And the first call of the night is, and remember, don't say hello, say,
"Give me 5."
The biggest giveaway show of the year is back with new prizes and surprises. The fun starts at 8 p.m. on Monday, December 2nd and ends on Friday, December 6th. Give Me 5 coupons are now available for 25 cents each on our Channel 5 website and at our studio on Pony Drive in Belize City. Fill out your coupons and return them to our Channel 5 office. Remember to tune in at 8 p.m. every night from December 2nd to the 6th for awesome entertainment, giveaways, and many prizes. Don't forget, when your phone rings, don't say, "Hello." Say, "Give me 5, give me 5, give me 5."
Welcome back to Open Your Eyes. We are joined in our first conversation by the European Union Ambassador Designate of the European Union, Dr. Eria Ascola. Did I get that correct?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Thank you.
Welcome to Belize.
Thank you very much.
And thank you so much for being here this morning. We were having a little chit chat right before we came on, and it's your first time in Belize.
Indeed.
And you were telling us a little bit of what you like about Belize so far. Yeah. How does it differ from your last placement that was in Fiji?
Well, now Belize is in a very interesting place between the Caribbean and the Central American regions. And it's kind of like a bridge in between, and it has clearly cultural features, but also many other features from both worlds, and in a positive way. And what I really think is the unique treasure in Belize is this kind of multiculturalism, but also the kind of the old wisdom of the Maya civilization, and something that the Caribbean countries do not have, and I think that's a major attraction for Belize as a distinct destination for tourism, for instance.
Yes.
And it's not only the beach or the nature, but it's also the culture is very important, and of course the great reef, the coral reefs. I'm a scuba diver, so I have my eye on that already. But coming back to Fiji and the Pacific, where the European Union delegation covers 13 Pacific Island countries, it is a huge area. It's the distances between the islands are really, really long, thousands of kilometers. And that makes it very different from the Caribbean region. Yet they have many similar challenges, especially climate change, and it's visible there, the extreme weather conditions, but also the sea level rise and all the challenges that come with that.
Yeah.
So I think many similar priorities, challenges, and the way we work with partner countries as the European Union is very similar.
Let's talk a bit about how your life's journey has brought you to this point, and if this is something you've always desired.
Well, I think to become a diplomat was a dream in my childhood, and I think the turning point was, I grew up in the countryside, in Finland, in the north, in Arctic conditions.
Wow.
And the turning point was when I was a teenager. I was 17, and I got the opportunity to go to the United States as an exchange student for the first time for an entire year.
Wow.
Wow.
And I think that was really, I don't think I would be here if I did not do that. Because it opened up my eyes and my mind, and also kind of allowed me to get out of my comfort zone and discover the world.
That must have been a huge culture shift for you from Finland to the United States, and it probably has allowed you to adapt to other countries, because although you were in Fiji, you have represented yourself in other different countries as well. So let's talk about some of the bilateral relations that the European Union has collaborated with some of these other countries. We were talking about Fiji earlier, Belize. You'll be in Jamaica as well, and other parts of Africa.
Yeah.
So how have these bilateral relations with the European Union strengthened the civil society in these different nations that you've been in?
A very good question. Indeed, we attach a lot of importance to the civil society as the bridge between the citizens and the decision makers. And they are really the conduit of information and also the kind of messengers that can talk to the decision makers. And they bring, from our perspective, it's always they tell us the story from a different perspective and allow us to understand the realities on the ground. Now, in Africa, Caribbean and Pacific, I've been involved in trade relations, mainly in trade negotiations, and we have an economic partnership agreement with many countries and region in this with this group of countries. And in that context, we always consult the civil society. We have round tables, but we have also civil society fora for interaction between the civil societies in the partner countries and in Europe. So to make this kind of interaction it's rewarding, I think, for people at individual but also at a collective level. And it's also, it does foster the mutual understanding between the people, and that is important for the...
What are the initiatives that are ongoing in Belize that you would hope to advance, and perhaps new and fresh vision that you would hope to bring to the incredible work that's already being done?
Yeah, now I will be building on the work of my predecessors, of course, but indeed all the ambassadors have their own, I would say, their own priorities or their own pets, I would say. And for me, it's clearly people to people, cultural exchanges and student exchanges. We have an Erasmus program which provides opportunities for people from Belize to go and study in the European Union member states, or do internships and research opportunities. It's a very broad program. We have visitors programs where Belize, people from Belize can also participate, politicians, journalists, but also youth leaders can participate in these programs, and I would like to step those up and especially disseminate information so that more people from Belize will apply for these very good programs that allow to understand both sides of the Atlantic, I would say. And another area which I would like to, considering my past in trade and investments, I would like to step up that kind of engagement with Belize and with Jamaica and the Bahamas, where I'm also accredited. So I think to foster business-to-business contacts, direct contacts with businesses through investment fora, through business fora, and there is one in the making in Belize at the moment. We are supporting the government to organize one next year, and I hope that will bring also some companies from potential investors from Europe to look for opportunities here. And of course, in that we cannot talk about trade and investments without talking about tourism. I've been very impressed by Belize, by what
people
my
love
colleagues.
us.
I know.
Love to
Yes,
come here.
the people. I said this is an asset that you have the people, but also the unique culture, unique nature, and you have a very diversified offer. The potential I see for ecotourism, for Europeans love hiking, they love the nature, they love outdoors activities, and then combined with the ancient culture, the Maya culture, you have several sites that are absolutely amazing. So I think that makes a combination that is very attractive for tourism.
It's very interesting that here in Belize we used to say high and low season for tourism. We used to have that, and now the lines have been blurring a lot more recently. And what I've noticed in the different tourist areas that I've been to is that the tourists that are coming during the low season are from Europe.
Really?
Yes, we see a lot of it is very interesting, and I think it's because our American compatriots, they come during Christmas time, the winter time, they fly south for the winter. And I think that the tourists then from Europe, you guys come to experience our summer, which is very a different culture.
I know for a fact that we have a market where Europe is concerned, and if I'm not mistaken, we have a lot of backpackers that comes from Europe. It's sort of a niche thing, but I see it growing. And when you think about Belize, it's the fact that we are one of a few countries that you could go from enjoying the beach to enjoying the jungle within a matter of 30 minutes. Right? Like you just, all right, I don't want to be in the beach no more. I want to be in a tree house somewhere in the jungle, and you could get that with the snap of a finger. I like your thoughts on sustainable energy and sustainable transportation, especially e-mobility. I know that is a huge thing for the European Union as well, and you all have been working to support. I see several rollouts here in Belize. What's your thoughts on the advancement of these sorts of sustainable programs where energy is concerned across the Caribbean?
Well, energy is certainly one of our top priorities with Caribbean partners because of the dependency on fossil fuels, but also because we are like-minded in this area. We want to advance the climate action, and renewable energy is a big part of that. We are working we have been working in this area already for quite a while. And our current programs, they focus on mainly on the southern part of the country, rural development, socio-economic development, and in that context, the green energy. And for mobility, we will be unveiling tomorrow some more electric buses.
Yes.
We were just talking about a kid that got a birthday cake with the electric bus. So
these are these the ones
influential.
for the national highways, correct? I believe so. They are. Yeah.
Yes, and well, you see already several buses roaming in the city, in Belize City, and there will be more of those. They are environmental friendly and they are silent. They don't make any noise.
Is this like the culture where you're from, where e-mobility is like really a thing, like an advanced thing? I've never been to your country or to anywhere on that side of the world, but is this like common to see e-mobility as just part of our everyday lives over there?
I think we are in Finland. We are for Finland and in Europe, in the European Union.
Correct.
Finland is my home country originally, but we have 27 member states, and we are very keen on e-mobility, on anything, on greening our societies in general, moving towards renewable energy. We had very bad experience with the dependency, certain geopolitical dependencies with the war of aggression of Russia in Ukraine and the kind of consequences that it created for energy supply, and that prompted the green transition to renewable energy, and we have really made a big move in the past couple of years in most of the countries. But e-mobility is part of that. For trains, we are big users of public transportation in Europe, and we have very good networks for that. And it is affordable, and I think the e-mobility, the move towards this kind of electric vehicles and electric means of transport is one big part of also cutting the cost in the longer run.
I wanted to go back to your thoughts on the Erasmus program, but not just Erasmus, because one of the, like Paul has just said, we've never been to that side of the world. For us, it's quite difficult because you do need Schengen, right? And for most Belizeans, we probably have to either go to Guatemala or Mexico, so we have to travel on the top of a travel to acquire potentially a visa.
It's one of those challenges.
It's one of those big challenges for us. So through your position, if you may, enlighten us on how you can smoothen this transition, particularly for Erasmus students.
Now, for student visas, they are longer term visas than the so-called Schengen visa, tourism visa. That can be obtained for a period of, depending on the member state, but usually it's for the period of 3 months or so. It is available for countries around the world, and it is even if you do not have the visa-free treatment of the Schengen area that many countries have, and this is a long-term ask of the government of Belize to be included in that visa-free list. And we have been supporting Belize's ambition in that regard. We'll see what will happen. I hope this at some point you will get there. But for Erasmus, you would still need a specific visa, which is a student visa. And unfortunately, there are no consulates in or EU member states, embassies or consulates here in the country. This was also a problem in Fiji, for instance, and in Pacific island countries, and how they had addressed part of the problem was with visa processing centers, visa facilitation centers in Fiji, in the capital city, which was a private company that provided this kind of services. But to what extent it can really go to, or it could facilitate longer term visas than the tourist visa. I have to admit that I am not an expert, because in the European Union we don't have the powers for visa and for immigration in general. We don't have the powers. It's our member states that have kept that power. And unfortunately here, as there are no consulates, you need to travel to one of the neighboring countries where there would be a consulate to obtain that.
Yeah, I think the private company providing the service idea is a good one, but perhaps it would have to be sustainable in that they would have to have the demand, and the demand would have to be high enough for the service to be sustainable, right?
And then, kind of just thinking about your ideas on trade and economic trade from here to Europe, we would kind of need this kind of service, because for business persons alike, they would want to travel and to see how their investments are going. How are you looking at, for example, taxes and so forth, if we want to trade between us and the European, and how would the expenses or the cost benefit both states, because it might be a little pricey for us?
Yeah. Now, the European Union has an economic partnership agreement with 14 countries of the Caribbean. We call that a CARIFORUM. And Belize is part of that agreement. It means that all products produced in Belize can be exported to the EU market free of any duties or quotas. So it's tax-free or tariff-free treatment. And there are already a good amount of exports from your country to the European market. And I think there is more potential. We can try to tap more on that potential of exporting goods, but also services are part of that agreement. It's a comprehensive agreement with many different areas, including investments, including some provisions on intellectual property rights and all that. So it does not cover visa practices. It does not cover. It only covers areas that where we had the competence to negotiate on behalf of our member states.
Do you have any official or working meetings while you're here in Belize with government officials and the likes?
Yes, I have already had many of them.
Oh, have you? How long have you been in Belize now?
Now this is my 4th day.
Okay, excellent.
And I presented my credentials with the government of with the Governor General on Monday.
Okay.
And on that day, I also met the Foreign Minister of Foreign Affairs, Fonseca. And then I met the Minister of State for Trade, Osmond Martinez, and senior officials, government officials, and I hope I will see the Prime Minister tonight, and perhaps many other ministers as well. So this is going to be a very productive week that I'm having here.
So you're only here for the week?
Only for 1 week this time.
Okay.
But I've also, on the top of the government officials, I have met with the youth of Belize, representatives of youth and civil society, and that was really an eye-opening discussion that we had the other day. They traveled from really far to come to our offices in Belmopan, and they told me they were from an age bracket from 18 to 33, and they told me about their realities, about their lives, about their aspirations, ambitions, and desires, dreams. So I think that was really an eye-opening experience for me.
The European Union is big on supporting youths and advocating for youth development.
Yes, that is one of our, I would say, cross-cutting priorities in everything we do, and women as well. And actually yesterday I had an opportunity to visit the adjacent zone between Belize and Guatemala, and I actually I went to Guatemala.
You went to Melchor and to the border?
Yes, in the border in the west, and we are supporting there the organization of American States, OAS, because for the peace building, the sustainability of the peace building efforts there, and it's a broad kind of a project, because it's not only about surveillance or monitoring. It is also about bringing people together, working, about providing opportunities, livelihoods, trainings for people in cooking. I visited a barber shop where people can train to become barbers or hairdressers, but also motorcycle reparation, motorcycle mechanics. So I think these are kind of things are really the way to allow people to build their capacities and acquire skills that will enable them to to set up their own businesses and make their livelihoods, and that's important for sustainable peace, because there is the Court of International Court of Justice will be deciding on the case hopefully soon, and in the years to come in any case. And thereafter there needs to be something, you know. I know that Guatemala and Belize are in friendly terms and they have a lot of cooperation, and to keep that cooperation going is really a cornerstone of sustainable and lasting peace.
I really appreciate that it sounds like you're already becoming extremely knowledgeable about our culture and our society, and that's very refreshing for us to note, because often when we see persons that come in and, you know, provide grants and so forth, they always seem hard to access, particularly for civil society, persons that perhaps are not as fully literate, persons that perhaps have a wonderful entrepreneurship idea but may not be able to write it in a proper proposal. So during your time here, how do you plan to perhaps give us, the civil society, access to some of the EU aid and the grants that you all have available?
Now, our civil society support is based on calls for proposal. So we do not choose at random civil society organizations to support, because it's of course we get a lot of demands from different organizations, but we don't then select ourselves that this one will get one. There needs to be a call for proposal, and based on these proposals that are evaluated by an objective and impartial committee, we will then decide on where money goes. And sometimes in small countries, civil society organizations, they join their forces to bid, to make that kind of a proposal of activities that they could engage in the partner country, that in line with the priorities that have been agreed with in the consultations.
And my last question about the grants, how can persons tap into the Erasmus program?
In the Erasmus program, we have, I think the first port of call is always good to contact our colleague Elizabeth, whom you know, but we have a technical office here in Belize. It's located in Belmopan, and we have just distributed lots of information and all the contact points and links, web links, through our Facebook website, which is called EU in Belize.
I'll just say on my part that I appreciate the interest and the investments that EU has made in the adjacency zone. To think that countries that are on the other side of the world care about the challenges we face where the border is concerned, and to think that a huge part of it is about building peace and building capacity for real people on the ground on both sides. It's incredible to know, and I know that a lot of the support you all give really helps to continue those initiatives. And we were there the last time they launched a grant, which was not too long ago. I think it was earlier this year. And one of the things that they mentioned was that with this or with this support, we will be able to continue our work for a few more years to come. And I said to myself, well, this is so important that you all are supporting this. Have you tried any Belizean food yet? Anything from Belize? I mean, you have to try the cuisine, right?
Yes, I have. And a very special breakfast, for instance, with the
Belizean breakfast?
Belizean breakfast, yes. I really loved it.
Nice.
I really loved it. It's very good.
I am very much grateful that you have been able to stop by and talk to us. I know you only have a few more days left, but can you tell us what have you been seeing so far in terms of perhaps maybe infrastructural changes that Belize could use assistance with through the EU, and civil security perhaps?
Now, on my way to the to the border region yesterday. We passed through San Ignacio,
Yes.
and actually we passed through some bridges that had been built with EU funding in the time. You know, we have been working with Belize already for several decades. And I would be supporting different areas, infrastructure building, but education, health, all those are very important. And sometimes, you know, the orientations change depending on the developmental priorities of the government, where we always align with the government and the needs of, we want to respond to the needs of the country. And here, I have seen, you know, just from the window of the car when I was traveling, that there has been a lot of progress already, and I hope that that the support that we will be providing. Actually, tomorrow I'm going to be signing a couple of new programs. One of them is for social, rural development, socio-economic development and green development of the south, of the rural areas there. And another one is about the border management, because that's also the management of that area is very important for the development of both Belize but also then in Guatemala, and to have a sustainable way of dealing with the situation.
Doctor, I don't know how you all do it all, because clearly there's a lot on your plate, but we want to thank you for joining us this morning, for having this important conversation and bringing into the homes of Belizeans across the country information and insight on the amazing partnership that we have with the European Union.
Yes, and please come back anytime.
Yes,
thank
come
you.
back anytime.
I certainly will. I have 4 years.
Yes, excellent.
And it was our first time on Belizean television, so I'm very happy to hear that.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you
it's
so
a pleasure.
much. And with that, we are going to take another quick break, and when we come back, it's all about premium products with Vega's Distributors. You don't want to miss that conversation. We'll be right back.
Technology is ubiquitous, and it's transforming how, when, and where we work. Fulltech Systems is placing award-winning devices in the hands of information workers, allowing them to work without compromise in a world without wires, to innovate, create, and to maximize productivity anytime, anywhere, satisfying the needs of the desk-centric remote and field worker and every other worker in between. We are providing the industry's best devices to businesses going through the process of digital transformation. Partner with us today to provide the solutions that will allow your employees to work effectively and efficiently to enhance your customers' experience. Fulltech Systems, your technology center, where you'll come for the price but stay for the service.
Unwrap the joy of crystal clear picture and sound from Iowa, the brand that offers you affordability and exceptional quality. Iowa has a wide range of exceptional products to choose from, such as TVs, speakers, headphones, home appliances, and much more at affordable prices that won't break the bank. Enhance your audio-visual entertainment experience with Iowa, and for your convenience, parts are readily available in country for hassle-free maintenance. You can find Iowa products at your local electronics store countrywide. Choose Iowa, the best in home entertainment and household appliances.
My name is Vega. El Patio Grill has been using Belize Bank for over 25 years. We only use Belize Bank at our restaurant. That's why we were able to win this trip to Europe. I had never been to Europe. We found out it was Madrid and we were excited, and We went to this football match. The teams reached before the game and everybody was just outside, you know. You can't explain. The noise just roared like 3 blocks down the street, but when you got in there and you saw 70,000 people in there, that was amazing. I couldn't believe it was happening. I had to pinch myself to make sure it was real, you know, because it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, I'd say. My lucky plus one was my son. He's 18 years old, so he was really excited and he enjoyed it as well. He said it's his best trip ever, so it's a priceless experience that we got. Belize Bank has always been there for me. Whatever transactions or whatever I need to do, they're always there for me. I would recommend everybody to use Belize Bank. It's the oldest bank in our country and they continue to do their best.
Belize, get ready. In Your Kitchen, Belize Edition is bringing you simple, healthy, delicious meals made just for you. Join Chef Ainsley and our team of nutritionists as they show you how to turn local favorites into nutritious, tasty dishes. Plus, discover the amazing health benefits of everyday foods right from your kitchen. Join us every Monday at 7:30 p.m. on Channel 5 for healthier cooking that's easy and fun. Brought to you by the Ministry of Health and Wellness, with support from Taiwan ICDF, making healthy cooking a Belizean tradition.
And remember, don't say hello, say...
Give me 5!
The biggest giveaway show of the year is back with new prizes and surprises. The fun starts at 8 p.m. on Monday, December 2nd and ends on Friday, December 6th. Give Me 5 coupons are now available for 25 cents each on our Channel 5 website and at our studio on Coney Drive in Belize City. Fill out your coupons and return them to our Channel 5 office. Remember to tune in at 8 p.m. every night from December 2nd to the 6th for awesome entertainment, giveaways, and many prizes. Don't forget, when your phone rings, don't say hello. Say give me 5. Give me 5. Give me 5.
It's Christmas time on Channel 5, bringing joy to Belize. From the news desk to the great outdoors, we've been working to give you more. From morning shows to breaking news, serving the truth is what we choose. Oh, Channel 5, I'm on your side. Through every storm, we're your guide. With laugh, debates, and moments true, we share Belize in life with you. So raise your voice, it's Christmas cheer. We've got big plans for the coming year. Together we thrive, here's to Channel 5. Let's keep the magic of hope alive. We've got goals that shine so bright, like a Christmas star on a silent night. More content, stories, and tech upgrades. Oh, Channel 5, we're here to stay.
Welcome back, welcome back. This is our second conversation. This lovely Open Your Eyes Thursday morning. And this one is all about Vega's distributors and their premium products. And we are joined on set by none other than Mr. Osborne Collins, who's a sales and marketing manager over at Vega's Distributors Limited. Mr. Collins, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, and it's a pleasure for me to be here. And I want to say a pleasant good morning to all our Belizean family, local and abroad, those that might be online, those that are watching by television. Welcome, and I'm glad to be here with you guys this morning.
So let's talk about Vega's Distributors. What's the first thing you have to tell us about Vega's Distributors and the line of products that you all have to offer this Christmas season.
Well, definitely we know that Vegas Distributors, I think every time you go to a grocery store, there is always something there that you can purchase from Vegas Distributors. I could just call a few. I could call a few. For example, if you go into a grocery store and you see a Ina pasta, that's Vegas.
Okay.
If you go and you see the Kellogg's cornflakes and the different varieties, that's that's us.
Then a cornflakes.
If you go and you say, well, you know what, I need to wash my clothes, and you see the Ultra Clean brand. That brand is special because, you know, when you wash, you want to put in some Downy and things like that. The Ultra Clean have the different fragrance that you are able when you wash. I could smell my shirt right now. Because I use the product. For example, majority, I think probably 90% of the bakeries or more, I would say 100% of the bakeries in Belize utilize the omega shortening for the baking of the bread. And also the omega oil. That's Vegas. And when I think about the Favora seasoning, you know, that's Vegas.
And that's household. Yeah, household.
I will go on a little bit further. When I think about Diana chips, that's Vegas. When I think about
shilling chips,
we're a dollar.
We're a dollar.
But what I think about the Diana chips, it brings to mind the shilling one. You know, the little corn
way back.
That childhood.
Yes, that's what I think about. Also, when you think about Vegas Industries, we're also the manufacturer of the Blanca Max Clorox. We're doing that locally. When you go to a Chinese restaurant and you use the ketchup, the majority of restaurants in Belize utilizing a Cruella ketchup. That's the one that comes in a plastic bag.
And
that is sweet ketchup. That is Chinaman ketchup.
Yeah, we call it the Chinaman
ketchup.
That's Vegas Distributor. So those are just a few things that I could go on, you know.
But I feel like everybody has at least one of those items in their
household.
Definitely.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Definitely.
So you've been part of our lives since for a long time. Yes, so how long has Vegas Distributors been in?
Vegas Distributors, to be honest, have been over 40 years.
Wow.
You know, over 40 years.
Now, tell us a bit about your reach in terms of, or you could just dive into some more history about Vegas Distributors and talk a bit about your reach in terms of your spread across the country.
All right, basically, we cover every district throughout the country. We're from the north, Corozal, Orange Walk, Belize, the Keys, PG, Dangriga, you know, Cayo, Belmopan. We have our distribution throughout the country. So
you have to have a huge staff to do that.
We do have a huge staff. We have a large sales team. We have merchandisers that are working in the different stores. So we do have a dedicated team that is committed to provide exceptional service to the Belizean families.
And as you continue, I mean, since you've been in service for over 40 years, I could imagine that the long list of products keep growing.
Keep growing, definitely.
Yes, and how do you all keep up with competition?
Well, how we keep up with the competition is just, you know, being honest with our customers. We keep up with the competition by offering exceptional products that we know are household use. You know what I mean? If you're going to make tortilla, I know you might not even know. There's a brand that shortening that is called the cream in a little red pack.
Yes,
all right. Whenever you're going to make tortilla and use that product, you're right there with us.
Oh my God.
No, most of the products, like especially the kitchen products, you've been yes,
you know,
I
right
use
there.
that.
So we deal with products that we know are household that people use on a regular basis. And the products that we use ourselves. Because I basically, every product that comes in, it has to pass my desk. I sample it, I test it to see that, all right, this product.
So it's not only about selling us a product, it's about ensuring that the products you're selling makes our lives easier.
Definitely.
Because the red pack shortening is really good quality.
Definitely.
I'll admit I make my tortilla from time to time. I did eat in the kitchen and I did need my thing, and whenever I use that specific shortening, it just makes the tortilla soft, fluffy, just the way I like it. So Now I know. The next time I said thanks, Vegas, and I'll continue need me thing.
You know,
All
and
right,
I like
good.
that you talk about quality, because just like how you use that, and it's the same kind of ingredients that you use to make flour tortilla, you use to make fried jack. And if you use a proper quality shortening, you won't be able to make sure your fried jack puff up. Just saying.
Definitely. Talk to us a bit about the products.
All right. This morning, and thanks guys for that warm introduction into Vegas, and I think they really appreciate that. This morning, my focus is also on this product, BOP. We know right now that the Christmas season has begun, and families are cleaning. I can remember when I was growing up, that was a time that I really didn't appreciate, because I would have to be taking down curtains and all kinds of things.
Window.
Watch window.
Exactly.
You bring back trauma.
Exactly. But the product that I'm promoting as well this morning is called BOP, right? BOP has been in the, it's a known product for over 30 years in the Caribbean.
Okay.
BOP product is manufactured by McBride Limited, and Vegas Distributors is the official distributor for this product in Belize.
Okay.
I would use some words like, for example, all of us hate pests, right?
Yes.
Sure.
Now, this product, I want to make it clear, is not to use on your husbands.
Not that kind of pest.
Not that kind of pest, right? This product BOP comes in. If you notice, it comes in three different. It comes in three different fragrance. We have the BOP Original, we have the BOP Centinela, we have the BOP Evergreen, and it also comes in three different sizes. And I want that our viewers that are listening, that they will take note of what I'm saying, because I'm going to come back with some of these same questions, because we have some special gifts that we want to give to them.
Yes.
So I'll repeat it again. We have the three fragrance, which is the BOP Original, the BOP Centinela, and the BOP Evergreen, and it comes in three sizes, which is the 250 ml and also the 400 ml, the 600 ml. Now, BOP is known to kill bugs and insects and flies 100% of the time.
Okay.
All right, 100% of the time. Also, we find that these three products that I mentioned also have different components. For example, we find that the BOP Original, which is available in three different sizes, and then we have the Centinela, which has the added mosquito repellent properties. And then we also have the Evergreen formula, which has a pleasant eucalyptus fragrance that is perfect for those that have sensitive nose.
I really appreciate these, because when you said fragrances, I was like, but I thought it was a bug spray. And
how can fragrances be
right?
tied to a bug?
And I really appreciate that, because like you rightfully mentioned, a lot of these toxins that we're breathing, it's not good for us.
One of the things that bug spray does is it chases me out of the house immediately.
So it is
right?
for husbands.
Because of the smell. But I have admittedly never tried BOP.
Yeah.
And I think this is the way for me to go, so that I wouldn't just readily have to run out of the house or open up the windows and clear out, because you're saying it's scented. So
yes, we the Evergreen formula is specifically for that. The process of utilizing this product, as was mentioned, you could spray 3 to 5 seconds in a room if you want to fumigate the room, and then you vacate that room for about 15 minutes. This product also is ongoing, killing insects up to 4 weeks.
Wow.
After spring?
After spring.
I that's very impressive, because I know you were talking about Christmas season, Christmas cleaning, but taking out things like your Christmas tree out of like these dark crevices and so forth that you haven't really touched for the past year. This would be a good way of like, before I go in there,
kind of spray just to make sure.
Yeah.
As we all know, for the holidays, we might be inviting friends and family, and nobody want to feel uncomfortable for something fly out from somewhere.
Yeah, one of your little pets there run up somebody's shoe, and it's like, all right, my apologies, that's just my pet. It's not being friendly right now.
Definitely. So we're encouraging. As you're preparing your cleaning, start it BOP. Right? BOP, as I mentioned, is offered countrywide in all supermarkets, in all stores, and you can find it. It's affordable. It's a safe way to eradicate or to get rid of your insects and crawling creatures in your home. And you know, people might say, I don't have any.
Yeah.
You don't know that until you spray
Until you start to spray. Then you get the sense.
But like I said, this is a good way. You see, we're having guests around the house. You spray something that doesn't smell like bug spray, it's not going to alarm.
Definitely.
So you use
I use the product myself.
You tell me something. The small one versus the larger one. Why? Like, what's the scenario that would have you grab the smaller one versus the larger one?
Well,
it's just the size.
It's just the size. It depends on what you're
looking for.
Yeah, exactly. Probably you just need something quick to just do something.
Yeah, you can
or
get the
probably you
small
might
one.
have a bigger job. Probably you have to touch many rooms, so you might need a larger one.
Okay.
I feel like I would have put that in my purse.
Right?
Yeah, that's a to-go bag.
Right? Is that to go BOP? Yeah, I like it. So anything else you want to tell us about BOP or over at Vegas?
What happened as well, we will be introducing in the market shortly. Probably next time we'll ask to come back and share on that. We're introducing to the market shortly the candle.
There's a candle.
Yeah, we have a candle, and
What
that one
kind
is
of candle?
the Centinela one.
Okay, what does that do?
That definitely aids in keeping away the mosquitoes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a thing.
Yes.
Yeah,
Apparently.
I didn't know there was candles that could do that. So that's something you're gonna roll out soon.
Yeah, we're going to be putting that on the market shortly.
And that eradicates, the fish.
So, like for example, say you're having, a little outdoor thing, probably on a veranda and things like that. You could put a little candle.
I have to put that to the test. So you have to see. You have to definitely tell us when
so that we could
is
test
on
it.
the market.
Definitely, I'll definitely notify you of that. Notify you of that. So, and as I said, the product has been proven, it has been tested, and so we want to encourage our Belizean families to try it.
Yeah.
And as you prepare for your cleaning, and you're preparing for your deep cleaning, well, we want to encourage you to do a deep eradication of little crawling, flying creatures in your home. It's excellent for roaches, houseflies, mosquitoes, centipedes, and the list goes on. What it works for, as well as mentioned, that it's working up to 4 weeks after spraying, and we also have the one that is very safe for those that have sensitive nose. We have that available.
I really appreciate that you say that it lasts 4 weeks even after, because the products, I would imagine that even though they are affordable for us, you would just really need one for quite an extensive period of time, which is incredible.
Definitely.
Yeah, unless you really
have a problem.
It's a big house,
yeah.
And you're trying to get all the rooms, and you might just need two, right?
Exactly.
And so where can we find these products?
As I mentioned, these products are countrywide.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Okay. In almost every, I won't say almost, I'm going to use the word all stores.
All stores.
All stores. And any store that doesn't have it today, we will make sure that you
find
get
it.
Exactly. We'll make sure that you get it.
So you did say that you have a giveaway for our online viewers this morning.
This morning
you have two giveaways.
Yeah, I do. I do have two. The first one is a gift basket.
Okay.
Yeah, let's give away the gift basket.
Do you want to show off that gift basket over there?
Can you show it off so that we could see some of
these
are all.
Oh, it's heavy.
These are all Vega Distributors products.
Yes.
All right. So I just want to see where I got in here.
See where I got in here.
I got BOP. I got tissue paper. I got
soap
snacks.
powder.
I got sanitizer. Soap. I got soap. Well, yeah,
soap powder.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, man.
This is perfect
really get the Christmas cleaning ongoing.
Yeah. Look at that.
Ready to go.
It is very, very heavy.
All right, turn that over there.
We're going to be, so our first person to answer the first question.
The question for them this morning.
With this.
Which one of the BOP fragrances has a low odor formula?
One more time.
All right. Which one of the BOP fragrances has a low odor formula?
So for our Facebook viewers, head on over to Open Your Eyes BZ, and the first person to answer that question wins this fabulous gift basket from Vega's Distributors Limited.
All right.
All right, and then we have our second.
We have a $100 voucher gift card, and you can cash that out. I'm going to share a little. You can cash that out in Orange Walk. If you're in Orange Walk, you can cash it out at 123 Sugar City or SP. If you're in Belize City, you can cash it out at Sam's Mart, J Mall. If you're in Hatterville, 88 in Shopping Center on the Boulevard, Bosco Supermarket. If you're in Cayo, you can cash it out at Lynn's or Sansco, Dangruga Family Shopping Center, Belmopan Hung Mart, our Caribbean Chicken, and PG 99 Supermarket. All right, so for the person to win that one, no, I have a very easy question. Very easy question.
$100.
Yes, 100. And in these hard times,
$100
go a long way, right?
Until your budget.
All right, who is the official agent for BOP in Belize?
That's just,
no man,
that's
I
just
will walk off
fair.
and they said right now it is $100. I could answer.
So head on over to OpenHerize BZ
Who
to answer
is the official
this question.
agent for BOP in Belize?
And the thing is, you've answered both of those questions in our conversation.
Yes.
So it is as easy as that. The first question, remind us one more time.
The first question was, which one of the fragrances
of the
BOP has a low odor formula?
And then the second one, the hardest one, is
who is the agent for BOP in Belize?
Who's the agent for BOP in Belize? I wonder if we already have a winner. I feel
we
like
don't have a winner as yet. Okay, so we do have a winner for the first question. So Empress Perdomo is our first winner for this wonderful gift basket here.
Congratulations,
Miss Vega.
Empress.
Miss Empress Perdomo.
Congratulations to you.
Yes, and so we are going to wait for our winner for the second question. And the winner is?
Arlette Clear. So we have a winner for the second one.
And
Arlette Clear.
How can these two winners?
We're going to leave them right here.
Okay.
And they can come right here and receive it.
All right.
Okay, so
Empress Perdomo, you won yourself a wonderful get ready for the Christmas basket from Vegas Distributors Limited. And then Miss
Arlette
Clear, you won yourself a $100 gift voucher from Vegas Distributors as a Merry Christmas gift to you.
Wally morning, give me 5.
And depending on where you are, you can cash this voucher at cash it out at selected store. But that basically $100 worth of groceries, right?
Yes.
So that's a lot.
And of course, you guys can come over here to the Channel 5 studio on Coney Drive to claim your prizes. Make sure you bring an ID with you.
I just want to also leave our number, office number, if anybody interested in doing orders. Our office number is 823-2064. 823-2064.
Yeah, and we have to make sure you leave that list of grocery stores with us.
I will WhatsApp it back to you guys.
So that we have that. So in case the person is from Belize City or from Belmopan, they know where they can cash out.
But Mr. Osborne, we want to say a big thank you so much for joining us this morning. This was great. I didn't know that Vegas Distributors was the persons behind all of these different household
that they're
products.
actually in our homes like that.
Yes, so thank you so much for always being in our homes and for making our days much easier.
It's a pleasure for me to be here this morning. And again, I just want to thank the management of Vegas Distributors for allowing me to be here this morning to represent our company. And again, thank you. And we just want to wish our Belizean family a safe and happy and prosperous Christmas and New Year's.
Wonderful.
And keep buying BOP as well. Keep utilizing the products from Vegas Distributors.
We're going to bop it up this Christmas.
Bop it up.
We're going to bop it up. With that, we are going to take a quick break. And when we come back, it's pop-up prepping for Paul. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
In collaboration with the Labor Department, takes this opportunity to remind insured persons of the requirements for compensation when on sick leave. Any employee who has worked with an employer for at least 2 months is entitled to 16 working days of sick leave with full pay every year. This is how it works. Upon approval of a sickness or injury benefit claim by SSD, 80% of the employee's weekly insurable earnings is paid as a Social Security benefit, and the difference in the employee's salary is paid by the employer. This is to ensure that the employee does not suffer any loss of wages when ill. After 16 days, compensation for sick leave is paid as a Social Security benefit only. Some conditions apply. This message is brought to you by the Social Security Board and the Labor Department. Social Security Board, safeguarding you, your family, your future.
And the first call of the night is, and remember, don't say hello, say,
"Give me 5."
The biggest giveaway show of the year is back with new prizes and surprises. The fun starts at 8 p.m. on Monday, December 2nd and ends on Friday, December 6th. Give Me 5 coupons are now available for 25 cents each on our Channel 5 website and at our studio on Coney Drive in Belize City. Fill out your coupons and return them to our Channel 5 office. Remember to tune in at 8 p.m. every night from December 2nd to the 6th for awesome entertainment, giveaways, and many prizes. Don't forget, when your phone rings, don't say hello. Say, "Give me 5, give me 5, give me 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connection. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Tired of getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
Belize, get ready. In Your Kitchen, Belize Edition is bringing you simple, healthy, delicious meals made just for you. Join Chef Ainsley and our team of nutritionists as they show you how to turn local favorites into nutritious, tasty dishes. Plus, discover the amazing health benefits of everyday foods right from your kitchen. Join us every Monday at 7:30 p.m. on Channel 5 for healthier cooking that's easy and fun. Brought to you by the Ministry of Health and Wellness, with support from Taiwan ICDF, making healthy cooking a Belizean tradition.
It's Christmas time at Channel 5, bringing joy to Belize. From the news desk to the great outdoors, we've been working to give you more. From morning shows to breaking news, serving the truth is what we choose. Oh, Channel 5, I'm on your side. Through every storm, we're your guide. With laugh, debates, and moments true, we share Belizean life with you. So raise your voices, Christmas cheer. We've got big plans for the coming year. great. Oh, Channel 5, we're here to stay.
Welcome back to Open Your Eyes, and thank you so much for joining us for our final conversation. Well, I was looking forward to this particular segment.
I know we could have started this and continue with
for
this
the whole show. And before we get into this, Paul, and I know that we as your Channel 5 family, we've been kind of like behind you every step of the way since you told us you were going to be a dad.
Yeah.
And how have you been feeling? How you and Amber have been feeling for the past few months?
The feeling part is more so on my wife because she's going through it physically, she's going through it emotionally.
Right.
So in terms of the compounding feelings, that's her challenge. That's perhaps the battle she bears as a bearing mother, and as a woman, I can't put it any other way. For me, it's really about being there to support, even with my busy schedule. So it's about going the extra mile, even when I'm tired. That's the feeling. It's about remaining calm, right? So that there's a sense of calm in the home in the midst of certain anxious spells and nervousness and concerns. And so it's just a range of emotions. But one of the things that has made it quite a bit easier for us is the fact that from the start of the year, even before we knew that this was going to be our experience this year, we decided that it's important as a young couple to get our finances in order.
Right.
It's important as a young couple, and we were talking about budgeting earlier, for us to really be purposeful about how we spend, how we save, telling our money what to do, and not have our money tell us what to do. And that has made the world of difference in terms of prepping for what is now a baby on the way. And once you kind of take away that financial stress through proper planning, I feel like one of the biggest loads is removed.
Yeah,
and then you can move forward thinking more clearly about all the other challenges.
I really like that, Paul, because I think that for a lot of young couples, they're opting to not have children for this very same reason. We're not financially ready. And I'm glad that you're saying, well, we had to become financially ready.
It's not about your finances, it's about your behavior. So I don't think it's about you not being financially ready. So a lot of times it's just that your behaviors does not align with doing this, and you just need to align your behaviors.
Before we get into our game, because I'm so excited to get into this game, have you guys been doing like prepping drills? Like, okay, this is all we need. We have like our go bag ready to go to the hospital.
The go bag is ready.
Stuff like that.
The crib is ready. Like we have everything. Like we bought stuff that you had to assemble. My pet peeve is assembling things.
You follow the directions that the paper give you.
And it's a headache.
And
so
this is how we don't win our men.
I prefer the thing comes assembled. Like you show me on the box that this is what it's supposed to be. I expect to open the box and see that, but I open the box and I see about 15 pieces, and like,
one of the pieces you end up, when you assemble everything, you have one piece or a washer or a screw, and it doesn't go
what I
anywhere.
appreciate, we got a rocker the other day, and the instructions said, and I appreciated this: prepare yourself. Prepare to take 20 minutes out of your time.
Okay,
to
so
assemble
it already
this.
So
you gave me a schedule and a timeline, and I knew, all right, this is going to take. Took me more than 20 minutes.
But at least you appreciated the thought that you'd be here a while.
Exactly.
Okay, and as we are opening up our game, I'm glad that you said, you know, your wife is the one that's enduring most of the emotional and physical feelings, because a woman knows that she's going to be a mom, right? She's the one that's going to give birth. With dads, it's a little bit different. One day you are Paul, and then the next day you are dad.
Yeah.
And that is an incredible shift in your entire perspective of the world.
So what's the game?
So this game is going to be explanations for the potential emotions of a baby and how they may be feeling and what their behavior is telling you.
So you have like a list?
I do have a list of questions, and you have some emojis. If you could hold up the emojis for our viewers to see. So based on my question, you are going to hold up one of these emojis to see if this is perhaps what the baby might be feeling. And then maybe you give an explanation for your answer. And then if you get it right or wrong, I will say the actual explanation.
I'll completely fail at this.
No, you won't. You will not. Paul, you got this. Okay, so the first question is, if your baby is staring intently at something, what emotions might they be feeling? If your baby is staring intently at something, what emotions might they be feeling? And viewers, please feel free to answer your thoughts in the comment section below.
If they're staring
intently at something, what emotions might they be feeling?
Intently. I know we have a new dad behind the camera as well. Like, I won't call him out, but I know that he's watching.
He's watching as well. He want to see what emoji you pull up. Only one, Paul.
Yeah, because I'm torn.
Staring intently.
Staring intently. So I'll go for this because I think it best describes it. So I'll explain, right?
Show it.
So this is surprise or wow, right? But
staring
for
intently
me, it's more about being intrigued.
Okay.
And like you're curious, right? And you want to know and you want to discover more about what it is you're staring and looking at. But this for me is what best describes it, because usually as adults we're wowed by it, but we're so intrigued and interested.
You got it right. The answer is curious.
It's curious.
So
right.
it says
I didn't find one that best described it here.
You did. Babies often stare to focus on something new or interesting. This behavior suggests curiosity or fascination as they're learning about their environment.
I like that.
See, you got it.
Yeah, well, I said guess, but I like what I'm learning.
So the next question is, if your baby suddenly cries and then stops when picked up, what emotion might they be expressing? If your baby suddenly cries and then stops when picked up, what emotions might they be expressing?
So I'll use this one because it has a bit of a sad face. And I think that perhaps the baby is expressing that I want to bond, I want to hang out. I want to be with you, and so pick me up and let's bond. So you're sad for the moment because you want that presence, you want that touch, and then I pick you up and then you're happy.
Yes, you got it right-ish. So the answer is upset and uncomfortable. But here is the explanation. It says that the behavior suggests that the baby was feeling anxious, insecure, or uncomfortable, and is now, after you pick them up, feeling comforted and safe.
Let's see.
That's why I said you had it. You had it. Yeah, you had it.
I like that.
I really like that as well. Okay, here is another question for you. If your baby is clenching their fists, what are they feeling? If your baby is clenching their fists like this, what might they be feeling?
Yeah, this one hard because I'm thinking like an adult. Right? I think you could think like an adult because our minds are so developed based on our experiences and whatever. But I'll still just go with a natural response, and I'll say if it's clenching the fist, then they're probably angry or they're upset about something. I don't know what a child has to be, maybe has to be upset about because they really have no care in the world. But I'll say the child is angry.
So yes, you are right. They
There you
are
go.
frustrated or overwhelmed. Clenched fists might be a sign of frustration, discomfort, or stress.
Wow.
It may also indicate that the baby is concentrating or responding to a feeling of being overwhelmed. So yeah,
Wow.
you definitely got it.
I think I got what,
You're
2.5 out of 3.
No, I'll say 3 for 3.
You say 3 for 3. All right,
When your
okay,
baby
okay. kicks
kicks their legs rapidly, what are they feeling?
I think
When
I
your
know
baby
that one.
kicks their legs rapidly, what are they feeling?
I'll again, I'm thinking as an adult, if I kick my legs rapidly, I'm probably happy.
Yes.
So I'll say the baby is happy.
And that is the answer. The baby is excited, feels joy or happiness. Rapid kicking can be a sign of excitement or joy. It is often seen during moments of happiness,
Yeah.
such as during play,
Right.
or when interacting with caregivers.
I think about being around babies and when they're doing that, they're either like their hands or their feet. There's usually a smile on their face associated with it. So yeah.
Okay,
definitely.
and here is another question. I will go until somebody stops me.
No, go right ahead. Let's
If
do
your baby seems to tense up their whole body, what emotions might they be feeling?
Tense up their whole body.
And again, viewers, please give us your answers. I am
Yeah.
so curious to hear what you guys have to say. If your baby seems to tense up their entire body, what emotions might they be feeling?
I don't know if they're hungry. I don't think they're angry. Tense up the body. I'm gonna go with this emoji. It to me it kind of describes some level of anxiousness. I know people tense their body when they're a bit angry as well. But I'd say anxious, a bit shocked, maybe frightened to an extent by something. Maybe something have startled them, and it's like,
Yeah.
and then they kind of tighten up their
Tense
whole
up.
body, and then they loosen up. So I'll go with anxious
Paul,
slash frightened.
you are 5 for 5.
Yeah.
It is discomfort, pain, fear, or gas.
Oh, gas.
Yes, or gas. So
Okay.
newborns may tighten their muscles when they feel threatened or are experiencing physical discomfort like gas.
You know what I'm learning here? I'm
Yes.
learning that they're actually humans.
Yes.
Yeah.
What did you think? Aliens?
I thought they're just babies.
I'm so confused by that answer.
No, like they actually they from their young or from their that small they begin to display human behaviors that develops in us over time.
Yeah.
Right? So that's interesting.
And so I'll do one more. Let's do one more.
Sure.
Okay.
Do we have the
some time for. Let's
Yeah,
see. We have
yeah.
time. Yeah, we have time for 2 more minutes.
All right,
let's
let's
see.
do 2 more.
So when your baby sucks harder or pulls at what they're feeding from, what emotions might they be feeling? So if
Sucks
they're sucking harder on their bottle or their pacifier or
Okay.
pulls at what they're feeding from, what might be there?
Yeah, I can't reference adult behavior for this one.
No,
It's a bit
definitely
harder
not.
to think what an adult is experiencing if they do that. So they suck harder
Or
pull.
pulls at what they're feeding from.
I'll admit this is the most challenging one. I don't think they're happy. I'm thinking between anxious and angry, but I think it's angry because you're being fed. Why
Yeah.
are you angry?
Well,
why are you upset? You should be happy, but I don't think they're happy. So I'll resort to kind of sad, maybe not sad. I'll resort to anxious again. Perhaps there's something they're thinking about on their minds. Again, I don't know what you could be thinking about at work. Maybe I have no idea. So I'll just hazard a guess, and I'll say they're a bit anxious, or maybe they're really hungry, and we've been taking a bit too long to feed, and so so they could be angry.
So you're right.
Yeah.
Frustrated or hungry.
Okay.
Yes, so increased sucking pressure might signal hunger or frustration. The baby may be trying to obtain more milk or satisfying a strong need for nourishment.
Okay.
Yes.
So there was hunger.
Yes,
It's
there was
hunger.
definitely hunger.
Okay,
and
so
some
there's a frustration.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I picked this one up.
Again, you are Vi, you did this
Nice,
right. I feel like you
nice
had
one.
these
Why
questions
must I
before.
just go home?
Another one for hunger would be like perhaps they're sucking on their hands for too long and
Okay.
they might not really be signal, but they're gripping down.
So that means they're kind of
might be
hungry,
hungry.
right?
Yeah. So this is my final question. If your baby coos or makes soft vocalizations, what emotions might they be feeling? If your baby coos or makes soft vocalizations, what may they be feeling? What might they be feeling?
I hope I'm not overconfident with this one, but this might be the easiest one. I think if the baby coos or makes soft, what do you say?
Soft vocalization.
Soft vocalization. The baby may be happy and want to have a conversation, but they just don't know how to do it as yet, and they're perhaps practicing their vocals and exploring what it is that this vocal cords can do, and so I'll say happy.
And it is happy. Happy or comfortable. These coos and soft vocalizations are typically signs of contentment, happiness, or a desire to engage socially. These babies feel safe and comfortable enough to make sounds. Paul, I feel like you had these questions before.
I did not, but
you cheated.
No,
but you definitely answered all of these
I
questions.
like this game a whole lot because it really provoked some thoughts in my mind. Things that I was not thinking about. It taught me some lessons in terms of now I know specifically that if this is the case or if that's the case, then perhaps this is one of the cause and maybe this is the remedy. Instead of having that discussion or thinking about it at the moment, here I'm having that discussion so that I'm kind of prepared.
I really like this because I think that for fathers, it's very important to connect emotionally to your child. And you know, for mothers, they're already having this breastfeeding does this, and you know, different other ways does this. But I think if you look at like you just said, I didn't think that it was human. It's a baby.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Like, and you know, you're because they can't tell you what they're feeling, and so all of these different bodily behavior signs can help you to at least try to assist in the comforting of your child. Congratulations, Paul.
And thank you for asking me those questions.
Yes,
really
I'm so excited for you. Amber, you're ready. Make it change your diaper.
Maybe that's the next challenge. Maybe we should bring on some dolls and get some Pampers. And
I feel like you and Sabrina will have a great time next week. But it does it for our Papa Prepping for Paul segment. We're going to take another quick break and we'll be back to wrap things up. Don't go away.
And I'm a teacher and I bank with Belize Bank Independence Branch. What I enjoy is the safety features that the app offers. I have a sense of not having to worry or be concerned about somebody finding my password and username to sign in the application because of the use of the one-time password. And another feature that I love, that I use the most, is how the app synchronizes with my fingerprint on my device. I enjoy the rapid and easy, seamless process to apply for loans through the Belize Bank, and I don't have to be having too much back and forth to visit or take time to visit the bank. They also start to offer the online applications through the app for loan applications, which I believe is very neat. I would definitely recommend Belize Bank to other teachers because one of all the features and advantages that the app offer. With these online that Belize Bank offered is basically everything that you can do in the palm of your hand. So I would definitely recommend the bank to other teachers.
Gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connection. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. In the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Tired of getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
And the first call of the night is, and remember, don't say hello, say,
"Give me 5."
The biggest giveaway show of the year is back with new prizes and surprises. The fun starts at 8 p.m. on Monday, December 2nd and ends on Friday, December 6th. Give Me 5 coupons are now available for 25 cents each on our Channel 5 website and at our studio on Coney Drive in Belize City. Fill out your coupons and return them to our Channel 5 office. Remember to tune in at 8 p.m. every night from December 2nd to the 6th for awesome entertainment, giveaways, and many prizes. Don't forget, when your phone rings, don't say hello. Say, "Give me 5, give me 5, give me 5."
La formación del Centro Neurológico del Hospital Galenia es que esas enfermedades que son altamente complejas y que muchos de nuestros pacientes tenían que emigrar hacia otra parte de la República u otra parte de México, ahora puedan ser atendidos aquí.
La atención quirúrgica en el centro neurológico se forma dentro de un grupo multidisciplinario que incluye tanto neurólogos, médicos internistas, ortopedistas, neurocirujanos, pediatras. Y este esfuerzo que se ha realizado para conjuntar todos los especialistas es para siempre brindar al paciente un abordaje multidisciplinario y transversal. Evidentemente, mientras más rápido podamos llegar al diagnóstico de los pacientes, más rápido podemos tratarlos, resolverlos y por ende mejor resultado vamos a tener al final. Entonces creo que la prioridad y el fundamento principal de un proyecto como este es justamente eso, que no se pierda tiempo de forma innecesaria para poder al final del día llegar al mejor de los resultados con un tratamiento completo, integral y oportuno. Y las visiones desde diferentes perspectivas nos permiten tener pues el mejor tratamiento y la mejor opción para el paciente.
Tenemos la capacidad técnica, operativa, profesional y la infraestructura de poder establecer una atención neurológica de alta calidad.
It's Christmas time, a Channel 5 bringing joy to Belize. From the news desk to the great outdoors, we've been working to give you more. From morning shows to breaking news, serving the truth is what we choose. Oh, Channel 5, we're on your side. Through every storm, we're your guide. With laugh, debates, and moments true, we share Belizean life with you. So raise your voice, it's Christmas cheer. We've got big plans for the coming year. Together we thrive, here's to Channel 5. Let's keep the magic of hope alive. We've got goals that shine so bright, like a Christmas star on a silent night. More content, stories, and tech upgrades. Oh, Channel 5, we're here to stay.
Welcome back to Open Your Eyes. We are wrapping things up here on our Thursday morning show, Paul, but we want to say a big thank you to all of our guests for joining us and having the conversations with us this morning. And of course, we want to say a big thank you to all of our viewers for tuning in this morning and starting your morning right with us. It is December 5th, and if it is your birthday today, we want to say a happy birthday to you from all of us here on Channel 5. And if you have a birthday shout out or just a question or a comment, you can drop us a line right here at oye@channel5belize.com.
And you can also catch us live on Facebook every single morning at Open Your Eyes BZ.
And you can check out our highlights on Instagram at oye_belize. And of course, do us a favor and join us again tomorrow when you open your eyes.
And start your morning right. And also, before we continue, join us again tonight for Gimme 5 Night 4. You may proceed.
And 8 p.m. tonight. You don't want to miss our prizes on prizes on prizes. So make sure you tune in and see Sabrina and Paul's next rendition of their ugly sweaters.
Yeah,
I'm excited for that. Be sure to keep your eyes, your minds,
and your hearts wide open.
We'll see you tonight, Belize. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.